Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Allie LaForce. Now the starting group for the visitors and for the Grizzlies. And every year, Grant, the officials seem to emphasize a different rule. You think it takes long for players to adjust?
You know, B.A., it depends on the rule and how strict they will call it. Things like the rip-through, hand-checking, those type of rules, they take some time to adjust.
Here's Jay. Six to shoot. Pass to Wilkins. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Outside Payton. Here's Hagan. Here's Haywood. To the paint. Here's Payton. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Missed inside.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
11 feet out. Abdul-Rahim, no good.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
And yep, it's good.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
Here's Jay. 27 points his last game. The baseline, Jay. It's intercepted. Outside Payton. Pass to Haywood. Here's Hagan. Outside Payton. Launches it. Sinks the tray.
Gary Payton.
Payton's got 5 now.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And he's going for the oop here. Throw it down on the lob.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Now Payton. His last outing, we saw him score 22. Six on the shot clock. Outside Johnson. Shoots over Johnson. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
I'm not sure what he was thinking exactly, but he finds a way to convert.
Pass to Wilkins. Now Johnson. Here's Jay, guarded by Payton. Here's Abdul-Rahim. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Outside Payton. Outside Johnson. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Haywood shot is off. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 so far. Pass to Jay. Down low. Here's Abdul-Rahim. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
Gary Payton. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Grizzlies, Sharif Abdur-Rahim. At the line for one.
Here's Payton. He's got 5. Pass to Johnson. Here's Hagan from deep. On target from range. He's got 5.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Jay gets stolen by Johnson. All alone. Good work there as it goes. Johnson's gotten his second bucket.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Here's Jay, guarded by Payton. Here's Jay, looking for his first basket, still in this one. That one goes in.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Here's Hagan, covered by Johnson. From 6 feet away. That one a little long. For Vancouver, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Here's Wilkins. He had 25 points in his last game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile one block?
Yeah, what a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Here's Jay. Pass to Wilkins.
And just refusing to give up second chance points. Excellent defensive rebounding.
Payton with it. And he lobs it up.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Here's Jay. From the top of the key, Kemp with a rebound. Seattle has gone 2 for 2 from deep to start this one. Pass to Johnson. From 11 feet away. And can't connect on that one. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. Inside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
The Supersonics have gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. Outside Payton. And can't connect on that one. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Here's Jay. Pass to Abdur-Rahim. Here's Jay. Lets it fly. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Well, the Supersonics, their shooting has been impressive. 54% so far in the first. Here's Payton. Takes it inside. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
Shooting for Seattle. Gary coming onto the floor for Seattle.
Pass to Hagan. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Clock at 6. To the left side wing with his first shot attempt. Randolph grabs the miss.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Here's Wilkins. And that misses. That would have put him up. Here's Johnson. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Johnson's got 6.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Pass to Abdur-Rahim. Here's Randolph. Here's Jay. Shot from the low post is good. 5 points in the game.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Haywood, coming in off a 14-point game last time out. Here's Hagan, and he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Here's Jay, covered by Johnson. From the baseline. And it's Jay missing. The Supersonics have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. Pass to Wilkins.
Supersonics foul. Dennis Johnson. First personal foul. First team foul.
So it's the home team now. 4-point game. Shot clock at 6. Jay drains the triple.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course he makes good use of it.
Pass to Haywood. And here's Johnson. Here's Hagan. Here's Haywood. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Abdur-Rahim.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Here's Hagan. Blocked.
Well, Zach Randolph sends it back twice on the pipe, and everybody feeling good.
Pass to Abdur-Rahim. Uses the glass on the layup. He has 7. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Guys, it's been great hustle defense throughout 2 quarters of play. Contesting everything and racking up the block shots as well.
And you know, the other thing they've done really well tonight is stay active defensively. Lots of steals, and that's making a huge difference.
Here's Brandon. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Here's Jay. Pass to Brandon. Here's Randolph. Here's Jay. 7 points in the game. Top of the key. The rebound by Haywood. Seattle has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Outside Johnson. Oh, and just miss after miss right now. To the middle. Ball stolen. And they're on the break. And he drops it in from the low post. Johnson's got 8 points.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Here's Jay, covered by Johnson.
Seattle foul. Spencer Haywood. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Jay. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the lob.
And that's now his 5th turnover of the game. He's got to rein it in.
Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
Strong defense followed by some smart offense. That's just good fundamentals.
To the right side. Here's Wilkins. He has 6. From the low block. Here's Abdur-Rahim. That's good. For the day, he's 4 for 6.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Section wants a t-shirt. Supersonic substitution.
To the inside. Yep, count it. Johnson's got 10.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Pass to Wilkins. Knocked away. Here's the break. Here's Johnson. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Shooting for Seattle, Dennis Johnson. 1 plus the penalty. 2 shots.
What's up?
The free throw drops for Johnson. Here's Jay. He has 7. Pass to Wilkins. And that one is hammered home.
I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Now here's Johnson. Here's Hagan, covered by Johnson. Here's Hagan. 7 points in the game. It's rebounded by Abdur-Rahim.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Pass to Kemp. Knocked loose. Here's Abdur-Rahim. Coming in off 12 points in his last outing.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Here's Hagan. Here's Haywood. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
And you have to love the focus. He gets hit, but converts it anyway.
Haywood. 1 shot.
What's up?
Vancouver has gone 2 for 2 from outside the arc here in the second quarter. Here's Jay, guarded by Payton. Here's Jay. 7 points in the game. And he slams it in one-handed. Neither side willing to relent.
And that's led to 8 lead changes and a bunch of drama already.
Now here's Peyton. Pass to Hagan. Looking to get it going. Wilkins with a rebound.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
The layup off target. Seattle has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Here's Hagan. Count it.
Cliff.
He's got 9.
Assisted, Dennis Johnson.
So it's the home team now. They trail by 1. They're coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
You cannot allow your opponent to shoot that high a percentage. That is going to get you beat night after night.
Now here's Peyton. 7 points in the game.
The great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Inside. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Here's Johnson. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
His turnover numbers are ugly. Now, it's not the only reason they're...
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. They lead by 3. We'll see you after half. Time for the beginning of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Checking out Seattle. Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
They obviously came in wanting to push the action. And so far, so good. They're looking to get easy transition baskets because the other team is not getting back on defense.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
The amount of turnovers they piled up in that first half was the same. Way too reckless. Some guys trying to do too much. Others the opposite. They got to take care of the ball if they ever want to sustain any momentum.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Well, the Supersonics are shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. Pass to Hagan. Here's Haywood. Here's Hagan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's blocked. And on the floor for Mark Daigneault starting the second half. Here's Wilkins. Pass to Abdur-Rahim. Takes a 13-footer. And he can't bank that one in. Seattle has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Johnson with it. The rebound by Jay. Here's Abdur-Rahim. Out to the right wing. Here's Jay, guarded by Payton. Here's Jay. They get it again. Abdur-Rahim's shot is good.
Well, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
Payton against Johnson. From the stripe. No good, off the front rim.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
It's stolen by Johnson. And he's going for the lob.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. For Vancouver, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. From the high post. And it's Jay missing.
Okay, getting a little creative with the crossover. Unfortunately, he couldn't capitalize.
Here's Hagan. Here's Haywood. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Pass to Payton. 6 to shoot. From outside the arc. Wilkins with a rebound.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Here's Jay, covered by Johnson. Here's Abdur-Rahim. The rebound by Haywood.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the third quarter.
Here's Payton. There's the drive. Soft touch off the glass. Payton's got 9. Well, the Grizzlies shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Down low. Here's Johnson. Nice move. And he lays it up and in.
Assist goes to
15 points in the game.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Seattle foul. Sean Kemp. Third personal foul. First team foul. Supersonic substitution.
Here's Wilkins. Count it. Now 5 of 11 for the game.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Pass to McDaniel. And here's Payton. Shot clock at 5. Here's Kemp. And he jams it home with authority.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. And how about the mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Now here's Payton. He's got 9. And he lobs it up top, up high, and down it goes on the lob.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. Pass to Randolph. Here's Jay. Banked it in off the glass.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
The Supersonics have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Here's McDaniel. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's McDaniel. Pass to Johnson. And there's the drive. Misses from short range. For Vancouver, they've gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Here's Johnson. That shot off the mark. Johnson with the defensive effort. And he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
Here's Jay. 11 points in the game. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Fourth personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Grizzlies. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. For Seattle, they've gone 7 of 13 in the second half. Outside, Brown. Shoots it from the high post. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Give him 8 points now.
Listen, you give a good shooter that kind of look, and it's going to go in.
Pass to Jay. To the middle. Here's Randolph. The shot won't fall. Seattle has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. To the wing, right side. 11 feet out. Doesn't go that time. Vancouver shooting just 36% in the third. Pass to Jay. Goes back up. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, this guy won't quit. Simply put, Zach Randolph is always up to the challenge on the offensive glass.
Here's McMillan. Here's Kemp. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. To the paint. Here's Jay. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Second personal foul.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the point.
Grizzlies. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And so he hits both.
He's forcing the action now, finally getting to the charity stripe after no freebies in the first half.
And here's Brown. Pass to Kemp. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second personal foul.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
At the line for the Supersonics, Sean Kemp, taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Supersonic substitution.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. Poke loose. Oh, stolen by Payton. And he lays it in off the breakaway. Payton's got 9 points here in the second half.
And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
I think this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition.
Now here's Johnson. To the left wing. Ooh, poked away. Now Johnson.
At the line for the Supersonics, Dennis Johnson. At the line for 2.
And he makes a first.
They're really shooting better from the free throw line since halftime. That's a big plus if you're holding a late lead.
And Johnson drops them both.
At just about 85% from the line tonight, they've looked more and more comfortable as the game's gone on.
Here's Jay, guarded by Payton. Inside, here's Wilkins. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
And good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Hagan. And the ball goes out of play. Unable to keep it in.
The ball goes to Seattle.
Looking to get back on track.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Here's Jay. Clock at 6. And the shot no good, a bit short. The Supersonics have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Now here's Peyton, guarded closely. And he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Here's Jay. Baseline try. The rebound by Peyton. The Supersonics have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Here's Kemp. It's rebounded by Abdur-Rahim. For Vancouver, they've gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. Here's Wilkins. He's off on the layup. Johnson with a double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. The ball's knocked loose. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And he drives in. Softly drops in the floater.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
Seattle has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Here's Hagan. From 12 feet. It's rebounded by Abdur-Rahim.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Here's Jay. Just 5 to shoot. 18 feet out. Can't get it to drop.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
The Grizzlies have got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. And he goes in for the dunk.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Now here's Peyton. Pass to Hagan. From down in the low post, it goes.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's Wilkins. Here's Jay, guarded by Peyton. Here's Jay. Kemp with a rebound.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Oh, there's the alley. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to improve their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
He's been unguardable in this one, getting whatever he wants out there. He's just simply putting the offense on his back and delivering.
Well, they were coming off 2 straight losses, and he put his foot down. He stepped up his game, had a big night, and got them moving in the right direction again. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break. He was trying to ignite some fire, saying, "Where's the fight, you guys? You know we can compete with this team, but we're letting them run all over us. We've got to level up the aggressiveness." Back to you.
And Allie, thanks. Here's Hagan. On the take. Off target at the rim.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Abdur-Rahim's shot is good.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Payton finds Johnson. Payton with it. Back to Johnson. Blocked! Here's Abdur-Rahim. That one goes. Count it.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Pass to Hagan. Down low. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Great chemistry between two teammates. Love the passing.
The Grizzlies have gotten 6 of their 13 shots to go. Here's Wilkins. Nice move. And he takes it up and lays it in. Give him 20.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Kemp, good.
You've got to have a short memory. Put a poor first half in your rear view and now make an impact.
Driving in. And the layup is good off the glass.
They have no answer defensively inside.
The Supersonics have gotten 8 of 15 during the fourth quarter. Here's Hagan. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Here's Jay. Drives to the hoop. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
In a tight one like this, you have to trust in his ability.
Now here's Payton. Pass to Haywood. Now Johnson. Here's Hagan. Back to Johnson. Throws it up high. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Dennis Johnson.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude. Here's Jay. Here he goes. And the layup is good.
0 rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Hagan can't get it to go.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this
2 minutes
funk.
remaining in the game.
Here's Jay. Here we go. Outside Payton. Here's Johnson. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He has the knack for being in the right spot at the right time. Gets a lot of sneaky points with his work on the glass.
There's a minute 26 left in the game. Here's Jay, guarded by Payton. The three. And Hagan pulls it down. Seattle has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Pass to Kemp. Here's Haywood. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
Shooting for Vancouver. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
He drops the first one, and that trims the lead to 6. So he gets them both.
He showed a lot of composure that trip to the line. Now it's almost a one-possession game.
To the middle. Kemp, good.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Here's Wilkins. Kemp with a rebound. 23 seconds left in the game. Pass to Payton. There's the three. Rebounded by Johnson. Out left to the wing. Here's Jay. No good from outside. And here's Payton. The visiting club takes the win on the road. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the end. The crowd was so amped up, such a hostile environment, but they stood tall and got the win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. We'll see you next time.